Alright. Hello, and welcome back to the Bob Cave. We're back at it for season 2, episode number 45 of my WWE Monday Night War Attitude Era, if you will, universe mode. And we're back at it live, getting ready to start WWF Monday Night Raw. I'm back at it live from the Bob Cave, baby. It has been a minute, I will say that. Had a busy work schedule the last few weeks, and also just went away to Boston. Just got back from Boston, baby. And I'll have a video shortly on my YouTube channel of my trip there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in the Bob Cave as we get into this. Let's get started. This is WWF Raw from July 7th, 1997. So, Raw from July 7th. 1997. Let's get into it. As you see Bret Hart there, he's main eventing this show. This is the night after the Canadian Stampede. So we had the Canadian Stampede. The Hart Foundation ended up winning that big 10-man tag match against Stone Cold, Goldust, Ken Shamrock, and the Legion of Doom. So the Hart Foundation were victorious last night. And this show here is from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So the Northland Coliseum. So let's get into this. The first match up here, we got a rematch from last night. We got the Great Sasuke taking on Taka Michinoku, and we're gonna sim this one. Let's start this show. As I said, we're gonna sim this one here. Sasuke wins again. Sasuke, can't remember how to say it, but I remember that enough. I remember the half of the match. God damn it! All right. Alright, next up we got match number 2. We got Savio Vega, the leader of the Los Boricuas, taking on Crush, the leader of the Disciples of Apocalypse. And both men have both factions with them. This one ends in a double count out. We're just going to sim it and see who wins it. I think I just said Savio. I should have random. That's on me. It's fine though. Savio Vega getting a win. Oh no, Crush won. Okay. Awesome. Excellent. Next up, we have a number 1 contender for the WWF Tag Team Title Tournament. It is continuing, and this is the finals of that the tournament here. So let's get into it. The former Tag Team Champions Owen Hart and Davey Boy Smith, the current Intercontinental and European Champions, taking on the leader of the Nation of Domination, Farouk, and D'Lo Brown, along with Kama. The Nation here taking on Owen and Bulldog, and Owen and Bulldog are going to win this one. Alright, so Owen and Davey getting the win. And advancing on to get their tag team title matchup against Stone Cold and at this point in time, I believe it was still Shawn. Yeah, he didn't replace his partner yet. Okay. Alright. Stone Cold here taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Let's get into this. Let's start this one up. We're going to play this one as Stone Cold Steve Austin's son. You bet your ass. Alright, let's get started. Oh, running Harley Race, high knee connecting with Stone Cold immediately. Let's turn this a little bit. There we go. Alright. Driving a knee down. Hunter taking control of this one early. Setting up Austin up and over suplex. Once again, another suplex. Happy Memorial Day, guys. And I want to thank all you out there that served. That fought for our freedoms. Neckbreaker there. Alright, I was going to say, I gotta take control of this here. Hunter just beating me down. Hunter with the counter again. Headlock punch. Neckbreaker. And Helmsley all over Austin. Doing some damage to him. Going for a pin. Austin counters. Both men exchanging blows. Big rights back and forth. Ah, a little short. Ah. Ah, both men. And Hunter taking advantage. To the outside, Austin stunned. Shoulder block by Austin. And Stone Cold now taking advantage of Hunter. Neck vice locked in. Austin in control. Elbow to the top of the head. Throwing him into the ring post and he's busted open. Referee's up to a 5 count and Austin's in control. Running clothesline, Stone Cold. Taking advantage now. Triple H slamming him back first into the mat. Helmsley has that laceration. Austin thinking pile driver. Hunter saying not today. Going for a pin after that back body drop. Stone Cold kicking out. Big right hand. Helmsley now following through. Oh, big right. Rocking Austin, dropping him over the top rope. All the way outside to the floor. And Helmsley now. Hammerlock with the back suplex to go with it. Helmsley stomping away on Austin's arm. Irish whip into nowhere. Helmsley from the top, looking to fly perhaps. Austin sidestepped him. Helmsley missed with that running shoulder block, that flying shoulder block to the outside. Austin Luthez press, connecting with that. And Austin now going right back to work on that cut. Pedigree got it. He rocked him with the pedigree. Two. Spine buster. That double A spine buster. Austin counters. Short arm clothesline by Austin. Stunner. He got him. He rocked him with the stunner. Oh, Helmsley kicking out. Helmsley kicked out of the stunner. Clothesline again by Stone Cold. And Austin stomping a mud hole in him and walking it dry. Elbows to the gut now by Austin. Austin countering. Oh, Helmsley caught him with the clothesline. And Helmsley now hammering away on Austin. Splitting him open. Kick to the gut. And Helmsley now working the leg. Grapevine in him. Helmsley working him over, choking him out. Stone Cold kicking out of 2. Irish whip off the ropes. A duck by Helmsley. A leapfrog. Austin counters. Yes. Kicking him off. Got him with the second one. That might be enough. 1, 2, 3. Stone Cold victorious with the win over Hunter Hearst Helmsley here on Raw. Right there, Triple H connecting with the pedigree, nailing the AA spine buster. Austin connecting with the stunner, not once, but twice. And that second one, securing the victory for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah, son. Austin with the victory on WWF Raw. Let's head into the next match now. I think it was a 3.5 star matchup. Can't go wrong with that. We're going to play the main event of this WWF Raw. It is going to be Bret the Hitman Hart taking on Goldust. Let's get into it. Alright, moving on from there. Austin getting the win over Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Alright, and we are going to play this main event here as the Hitman. And as I said, Bret Hart, hey, the Hart Foundation, fresh off of last night. They won at the Canadian Stampede, that big 10-man tag. And this is the main event of this WWF Raw. Let's do it. The Hitman and Goldust. Alright, it is the main event of Raw, but hey, don't you worry. We still got 2 more matches coming for WCW Nitro, and we're going to be playing a match on ECW Hardcore TV. Downward spiral there by Goldust. Goldust off to a fast start. Goldust now working the leg of the Hitman. Hitman could be in trouble here. Goldust taking control early in this one. It's like no matter what I do to the computer, it's like, there, no, we're gonna start off quick. And you can't block shit. Alright, next snap there. Also, playing on Legend too, so that may or may not help. Big right hand by Goldust, the bizarre one. Here we go. Bat suplex on the apron, yes! Goldust connecting. Elbow drop to the back. To the spine of the Hitman. Both these men exchanging blows. Goldust! Head scissors on the floor. And Goldust throwing the Hitman back in. Going for a pin. Not even a 1. Goldust went for that springboard crossbody, missed it. Hitman with the fireman carry. Downward spiral again by the bizarre one, Goldust. Manhattan drop. Goldust working him over. Canadian Destroyer. Counter by Goldust. Hitman looking to take an advantage here to no avail. Elbow drop to the back. Now Bret on the receiving end of some punishment here from the bizarre one. Knee drop, nobody home. And the Hitman with the crucifix. Running clothesline by Bret. Knee to the face. Leg drop. Goldust on the outside. The Hitman. Suicide dive. Taking him out. And Bret going right back to work on the bizarre one. Elbow drop to the leg. And the Hitman stomped to the gut. Bret seeing a shot and opening, and he's going for a leg drop. Elbow to the head. Referee up to a 5 count, and the Hitman back in just to break the referee's count. Leg drop again on the floor. Bret, DDT! DDT on the outside floor, and the excellence of execution is delivering, taking it to Goldust. The former WWF champion here. Bret the Hitman Hart, the 4-time champion, going for, oh no! Goldust with a counter! And I believe he just busted open the Hitman. Going for that springboard crossbody again. Clothesline. Goldust looking to make a comeback here. Another one. Goldust, no! He set him up for Shattered Dreams. Oh, that should be a DQ. The referee's back was turned. And Bret kicking out. Up, and the corkscrew suplex. Bret kicking out again. 2 count. And Bret rolling to the floor. Veteran move by the Hitman. Needing some time to recover. Oh, he missed that cannonball to the outside. And Bret gonna make him pay, throwing him into the steel guardrail. The Hitman now all over the bizarre one, double arm suplex, driving him over. Bret measuring him, driving the elbow down. And the excellence of execution in complete control right now. Not what I wanted to do. From the middle rope, Hitman looking to fly. Driving down that elbow. And Bret Hart in control here. Drop kick. Bret Hart is just going to town here. On the bizarre one, look, Goldust with the counter. Bret with the counter. Elbows to the gut. And the Hitman. Thinking power driver, no! Goldust with the counter. And Goldust with an elbow drop. Bret, small package. Oh, I thought the Hitman had him there. Kick out by Goldust. Oh, springboard punch. Elbow drop. Into the corner. Shattered Dreams. Oh! And Bret again! Hitman with the counter. Double leg takedown. Hitman going for it. He's got him. Turned him over. Sharpshooter. And the Hitman's got him. That's it. Goldust tapping out. He had no choice. Right here, let's look at some highlights. Goldust with the Shattered Dreams in the corner. He nailed that move twice. Corkscrew suplex. Hitman went for the power driver, countered by Goldust. Here's the second to try, and a field goal attempt, I tell you that. And he hit it, baby. He hit it. Bret the Hitman Hart right here, turned him over. Sharpshooter locked in. Goldust nowhere to go. Had no choice but to tap out to the excellence of execution. Bret the Hitman Hart, even after suffering that laceration to the head, the Hitman finding a way to fight through. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, don't you go nowhere. We got 2 matches coming for WCW Monday Nitro and 1 for ECW Hardcore TV. Stay tuned for that. Alright, 4-star matchup. We're just going to have to run through and set up these shows. So just, hey, bear with me. Please be patient, and we'll do it, and we'll play through. Like I said, got 2 matches selected to play for them. 4-star matchup. Hey, and before we do, I want to take the time to thank all you community creators out there. Past, present, and future. Then, now, and forever. Cannot do this without you guys creating all these wonderful creations. I know this is 2K24. I got 25. I've yet to start a universe mode yet on there to upgrade one of my prior ones. That being said, though, I want you guys to make sure you take the time to look down below. That's where you're going to find me. Me, the B.O.B., baby. You're going to find me on those social media platforms. And hey, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, and follow at all of those locations. So let's get into it. We're going to set up WCW Monday Nitro now. Let's do this, baby. Take a swig of Pepsi for the worker man, son. Alright, next show. And like I said, this is the Monday Night Wars. Don't pay that that WrestleMania sign any attention. It's a WCW Bash at the Beach. This is the go home edition of Nitro before we get to the 1997 Bash at the Beach. Alright, so let's do this. We got a tag team match up first. We got Public Enemy taking on Harlem Heat. No Hogan, no Giant. Public Enemy, Rocco Rock, Johnny Grunge. Johnny Grunge, Rocco Rock. I think he's under Flyboy, ain't he? Yeah, Flyboy. I thought I changed it, but I guess I didn't. Flyboy, Rocco Rock, and Johnny Grunge taking on Booker T. And Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat, baby. Storm in the Blue will add the manager, the sensational Cher. Oh yeah, you know what? That might be right. I don't think she's on this one. Yeah, okay, wrong year. Whoops. Okay, that's on this year. 25. Okay, a tag team match. Public Enemy taking on Harlem Heat. Match 3, we got K-Dog, Conan in action. Yeah, screw it. We'll do Ty Schmidt. You're going down, son. He actually took on Joe Gomez. We'll talk about that when we get there, but let's do this. Next up, we got... might not even do that one. We got the Villanos in action. I don't have the Villanos, but let's see. Because Juvi's in it. I do have Juvi. But I don't have Hector Garza. I don't believe. Let me check. I don't believe I downloaded a Hector Garza on here. No. Okay. Alright, so we'll do Humberto. And we'll do Juvi. How about that? The Juice. Juvi and the Villanos. Who do I want to play as the Villanos? The Villanos. Baby, let's see. We'll do Ridge. super generic. Works for me. Alright. Nothing like the Vianos, but it's all good. And like I said, Humberto's no Hector Garza, I'll tell you that, but he's not too bad. But, I mean, Angel Garza's, what, Hector's son, so... It was Humberto, his cousin or something, I think, right? So, they're related somehow. Alright, next up we got Vicious and Delicious. Scott Norton and Buff Bagwell. Norton and Bagwell taking on Eddie and Chavito. We get Scott Flash Norton. The big man here, Scott Norton. Buff Daddy. Alright, Eddie and Chavito. So let's get Chavo. Yep, Chavo first. Eddie second. Alright. Alright, next up we got La Parka taking on the Macho Man, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, so we gotta kind of spoil the surprise here. So this matchup, we're not going to talk about it until we get there, but make sure the rightful person wins, you know what I mean? That's under Randy Macho Man Savage. He is a Macho Man. He is a business. Yeah, hold on. Do I have Miss Elizabeth on here or not? I can't remember. Yeah. 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 Miss Elizabeth in that aisle. Yeah. Alright. Confirm that. Alright, then we have another tag team matchup. We do not have Silver King, but we do have Psychosis here. So, Psychosis, it's supposed to be Psychosis and Silver King taking on Ernest the Cat Miller and Glacier. Alright, Psychosis. We'll go gender, okay. Alright, then our next matchup. I know we got the Steiners in action on this show too. Let's get over there. Yeah, okay, so the main event will be the Horsemen. Benoit and Mongo taking on the Steiners. Got it. Alright, we're already gonna see. Let's get Chris Benoit. Alright, Mongo. Steve Mongo McMichael. Rest in peace too, Mongo. He was quite the character as a wrestler, and one hell of a damn NFL player, Hall of Fame player. Alright, so Mongo and Benoit taking on the Steiners. Steinerized! Alright. So we're going to play Conan's match and Vicious and Delicious. We're going to make this an NWO show tonight. So, alright, let's get back to page 1. And we're going to talk about this show a little bit. So this one's WCW Monday Nitro, episode number 96. And it is from July 7th, 1997. This is the go-home edition before we get the Bash at the Beach, 97. We're live from Memphis, Tennessee at the Mid-South Coliseum, the house that Jerry the King Lawler built, you might as well say. Mean Gene interviews Kurt Hennig. Ric Flair interrupts once again, wanting Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig to be a Four Horseman. Match 1, we got Public Enemy taking on Harlem Heat. And Public Enemy is going to get the win here after a miscue from the sensational Sherry. Mean Gene interviews Harlem Heat with Sherry, and Sherry quits Harlem Heat. Match number 2, we got Joe Gomez taking on Konnan. We are going to play this one here as Konnan, K-Dog. Arriba la raza. Olale. Bow wow wow, yippee oh yippee. Arriba la raza, all day, every day. Alright. Taking on Ty Schmidt. One of these crappy ass Pat McAfee friends. That pack from this game. And of course they're doing it on this one, giving you some basketball players on 25, so yay. I mean, if it was Dennis Rodman or someone that actually performed in the ring, no problem. Karl Malone, Shaq even, no problem. I think Shaq's under AEW contract, I don't know, to be quite honest, but I know he's performed there, so. And Konnan not giving Ty an opportunity at all here. Backbreaker with that kick to the spine. And K-Dog hammering away, it's busted. Konnan not showing a bit of remorse here. Showing him a tie with the counter. Finally getting some forearms back in on Konnan. Spinning toe hold. And an elbow drop. Ty with a slap, and I believe that woke Konnan up. Running boot. Konnan with the hammer throw into the corner. And right in his face, Konnan taunting him. Standing clothesline. Konnan gonna try to pin him after that. That might be enough. 1, 2. Referee in position, only a 2 count. K-Dog now in control, needed a hit. Once again, that standing clothesline. Rocking him one more time. Konnan, arm wrench and a back kick. Counter by Ty. Schmidt with the big forearm. Missed that elbow. Arm wrench again, attempt. Ty had scouted forearm by Schmidt. Uppercut to the back of the head by Schmidt. And Ty Schmidt headed to the top rope. Not the guy I want to be having a slug out with. There we go. Let's put an end to a quick K-Dog. Ty in control. Taking it to K-Dog now. Working the arm. Konnan in trouble. Kicking the leg. He's got to get out of the corner. And Konnan countering, needed a gut. Or a rib cage, should I say. Gonna hook him. Set him up for that cradle DDT. Got it! Boy, did he ever get every bit of that one. Referee in position for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Konnan with the win. Nailed him. Right there you see him. He's locking those legs, cradled, and driving him down head first into the mat with that DDT. Konnan finishing off Ty Schmidt. After that one, referee 1, 2, and 3. And K-Dog is your winner. And the referee trying to stop Konnan. Konnan not going to have it. Attacking Schmidt after the match. And this newfound attitude by Konnan. No one knows what it's about, but here it is, the Tequila Sunrise. And Konnan pandering to this crowd here. 2-star matchup. This crowd here in Tennessee. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get to the next one. We did have a video package of Benoit and Sullivan, their history. They will be clashing this Sunday at Bash at the Beach. Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan, that is. Match 3, we have Biano 4 and 5 taking on Hector Garza and Juvi. And Juvi and Hector Garza are going to get the win in this one. So the Juice. The Juice and Humberto are going to get the win. Hector Garza would be, who it should be there. That's all good though, like I said. Alright, next up we got a tag team match with Chavo Guerrero and Eddie. The Guerreros taking on Vicious and Delicious. Now we want to play this one. Alright, here we go. Tag team matchup, Eddie and Chavo, the Guerreros, taking on Vicious and Delicious. Here we go. Buff and Eddie starting things off. Running clothesline in the corner by Eddie Guerrero. Norton in. Norton with a running neckbreaker. And Buff going after Chavito. Counter by Eddie here. Irish whip by Guerrero. Leapfrog. A duck. Eddie went for a calf kick. Buff sidestepped him. Buff now setting him up. Looking scoop slam. Eddie countering. Elbows to the head. A T-burn into a bridging pin. Beautiful suplex there by Guerrero. Looking to end him. Eddie now working the arm of Buff Bagwell. A tag into Chavito. Chavo went for a running drop kick. And Buff looking to take advantage. No, spinning back kick there by Chavo. Buff kicking out at 1. And Bagwell now looking to take control. Pressing him up. And slamming him down. Counter by Chavo. A guillotine. Chavo taking down Norton. Code red by Chavo. Now Bagwell's in trouble. Big time stomp by Chavito and a tag into Uncle Eddie. Eddie with a running drop kick. Buff's in trouble. Buff has got to make a tag. Guillotine by Norton. A tag into Norton. And a drop kick by Eddie. Norton with the counter. Slamming him down face first. And here is the power of Vicious. The viciousness, if you will. Buff, of course, the delicious. Bagwell and running shoulder block. Drop kick to the knee. Eddie taking control. Eddie jumping back in the ring. Norton. Headlock punch. Another headlock punch by Scott Flash Norton. Elbow drop. Norton now taking it to Eddie. Counter. Dragon screw leg whip. Not even a one. Irish whip by Eddie. A leapfrog. A duck. Scoop. Norton out the back. Not gonna happen. Norton too big of a man. Tossing up Eddie. Like he's nothing. Norton. Suplex on Guerrero. No. Guerrero with the counter. Out the back. Forearm to the back. Irish whip into their corner. Eddie looking to take advantage. Oh, Scott Norton not gonna have it. A kip up. Right into a back. No, an atomic drop. Norton went for a clothesline. It got caught with that Spanish fly. Eddie Irish whip into the corner. And he's working the arm up. Norton. Head scissors. Beautiful head scissors there. Eddie went for a drop kick. Scott caught him. Short arm clothesline. Go ahead, tag in Chavito. That's how I want it anyway. I don't want to beat you, Eddie. A counter. Bagwell thinking clothesline. Nailing it on Guerrero. See ya later, Chavito. Eddie, slingshot, suplex, knee on it. Counter by Norton. Club and blow to the chest. Norton on using all that strength. And Norton now. No! Counter by Eddie. Eddie, neckbreaker. Counter by Norton again. And he tossed him up. And a tag in the Chavito. Finally, Eddie making the tag. Springboard moonsault. Oh man, I was about to say, don't die, Norton. Going for a brainbuster. He went for it on Scott. Not that, eh? Chop block by Norton. Back club by Chavito. And we got a hot tag in the buff. Eddie taken down. Clothesline. Chavo. Driven down. Club and blow to the back by Buff. Buff. Headbutt nobody home. Fisherman suplex on Buff. Buff, double axe handle. Setting up Eddie now. Eddie out the back. Springboard missile dropkick, not today. Buff pressing on once again now. Eddie rolling out of it. And a counter by Buff. Jawbreaker. Counter, Eddie, shot to the leg. Neckbreaker by Guerrero. And a tag in the Chavito. Buff now going to work on Chavo. Into the corner now. Over the top rope. Norton caught him with a backbreaker and a standing clothesline. Norton hooking him. Power slam on the floor. Norton did the damage. Clothesline. Buff setting him up. Blockbuster got it. Buff Blockbuster connecting. Buff gonna drag him away from the ropes. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. The NWO win. Let's look at some highlights here. Power slam on the floor. The Buff Blockbuster. That's what did him in. Buff taking out Eddie. And Chavo. Pin for the win. So the way it really happened was Eddie never once came into the match. Eddie stayed on the apron the whole time. Never tagged in. And Chavo got the crap kicked out of him. Alright. So after this matchup, we get a video package of the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman. Then we go into match number 5. We have La Parka. Yes, you heard me. 4.5-star matchup. Gladly take it any day of the week. Okay, La Parka taking on Randy Macho Man Savage with Miss Elizabeth. Surprise, surprise. Macho Man catches a diamond cutter after taking too long on a big elbow. And La Parka unmasks himself as the master of the diamond cutter. DDP. So DDP gets a win with the surprise. Match number 6, we have Silver King and Psychosis taking on, Silver King and Psychosis with Sonny Ono taking on Ernest the Cat Miller and Glacier. And Ernest the Cat Miller and Glacier are going to get the win in this one. Chavo and Eddie Guerrero go at it backstage. And Mean Gene interviews Ric Flair with the mannequin of Piper. Piper interrupts and attacks Flair and the Horsemen and the Nature Boys. So they all basically jump Rowdy Piper. So Mike Tenay attempts to interview Raven. Stevie Richards interrupts, and Raven slaps Stevie and leaves. So no one knows really what's going on right now with Raven. Is he with WCW? Is he a member of the NWO? What is he doing here? Alright, match number 7. We have the 4 Horsemen. Throw them up, baby. The 4 Horsemen, Mongo McMichael, Chris Benoit, along with Deborah, taking on the Steiner brothers. And the Steiners are going to get the win here. Rick and Scott win after Kevin Sullivan comes out and he shatters a wooden chair over Chris Benoit's head. And then at the end of the show, we got the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hollywood Hogan and Eric Bischoff. They talk smack about Lex and the Giant until both men come out and drop all that oppose them. So the Giant and Luger beat down the NWO with both men back to back, ready to fight all odds. So, alright, let's head into ECW Hardcore TV. This is going to be our last matchup here. We're going to set up ECW and then we're going to play a match. So, let's get into it. Proceed to the next event. And like I said, that was the go home show. The next show for WCW will be Sunday, the Bash at the Beach. So WCW Bash at the Beach. Edit matches. Yeah, let's delete. First one, Taz, and it's Taz and Luis Piccoli. So Taz can stay here. Oh, Taz and Sabu. Let's point it up. Throw our love up for Sabu. Love Sabu. Alright, so we'll do Taz. Yeah, we'll do Sanga. Why not? He's actually taking on Luis Piccoli. Alright, we got Mikey and Spike taking on PG-13. I don't believe I went back and downloaded PG-13, so let's look there. JC Ice would be, and I don't, yeah, we didn't get him again. Alright, so we're gonna do Spike and Mustafa. Oh no, no Mustafa. And we gotta do the Gangsters. We'll do Tyler Breeze and Tyler Bate taking on Spike and Mikey. Alright. So let's do this. We got Tracy Smothers with the FBI. I don't think I have a Smothers. I think I got a Tommy Wildfire. But I don't think I have Tracy. Nope. And I don't even have Tommy Rich no more. Damn. Okay. So we'll do Tony D'Angelo taking on Lance Storm. Alright. Okay, and that's the main event of the show. So we're going to play the match here with Taz. This is ECW from July 8th, 1997. ECW Hardcore TV. Our first match up here. Alright, let's save. And then let's get into it and play. We're going to play Taz's match. Alright, start show. Start match. So, we get comments from Jerry the King Lawler. This match is from Extreme Beach Party 97. It is Taz taking on Luis Piccoli, and Taz is defending the TV title against Luis Piccoli. And a 30-second time limit. Taz says he can beat him in 30 seconds. We're not going to be able to do that here unless we got like a finisher immediately. Put it on him. Choked his ass out. Sanga going to attack Taz. Taz counter him. Showing that defense is sometimes the best offense. Shoulder block there by Sanga. Sanga going for a cover. Not even a one. Taz not going to allow that to happen. Gonna have to do more damage to that, to the man from Red Hook, New York, baby. Taz with the counter. Drop kick by Taz, the human suplex machine in control. As always, I want to take the time to thank you guys for joining me here in the Bob Cave. As Taz is looking to choke out Sanga. Off to a fast start. Doing his damage already. Big boot missed. Sanga counters. Forearm to the back by Big Sanga. And there he goes. Up and over the top rope. Slamming his arm into the outside concrete floor. Taz back in the ring. Not going for it. Not playing into Sanga's tricks. And the referee holding him back. The referee almost cost Taz that. Taz countering. Beautiful counter. Taz from behind. Forearm from behind. Saito suplex. Counter by Sanga. Headbutt by Taz. Taz running clothesline. Scooped up. Taz driven down. Throw first on that top rope. Big guillotine there. Sanga going for a cover. Not even a one. Taz still in control. Taz fighting out now. Snake Eyes in the corner. And Sanga looking for a foot choke. Taz with the counter. And he gave Taz an up and head and arm Taz plex. And Taz looking to choke his ass out. Taz mission. Taz got him. That's it. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. Head and arm Taz plex there. Taz pivoting those hips. Thrusting him over. And then hooking the Taz mission. Just another victim. 1.5 star matchup. Hey, it didn't need to be a 5. Taz ain't gonna let it be a 5, buddy. He ain't gonna let it be that long. Taz victorious. Alright, so after that match, like I said, we had Spike and Mikey Whipwreck. They're taking on PG-13. We do not have PG-13, and they actually won this match. We're just gonna have Spike and Mikey win it, baby. Alright, after that, then we get an interview from October 19th, 1993. This is a flashback interview with Jason, the former manager slash wrestler here in ECW. Jason. Then match 3, we have Tracy Smothers. We do not have Mr. Smothers. Along with the FBI taking on Lance Storm. And Lance Storm is going to get the win in this one. Alright, then we have a flashback clip here from August of 1994. It is Tommy getting caned by the Sandman. Thank you, sir. May I have another? If you don't know, now you know. Alright. And then the very end of the show, the montage of clips, if you will. Taz burns a Raw is War t-shirt. So, and that is going to be that. This is episode number, I believe it was what? Number 45. Yes. Episode number 45 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, please look down below. That is where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. But hold up, before I go, I want to throw out a plug real quick for my nephew Aiden. Let me find this bad boy. I'm trying to remember his name. I believe it's I Am a Goober, but I want to make sure. Yeah, I am D.A. Goober 3098. That is I am a Goober. I am the Goober 3098. Aiden, thank you so much for the plug on your channel. Hey, go ahead, if you're into Fortnite, go ahead and give him a sub, man. He plays Fortnite, he plays WWE. He's into a lot of video games, but go ahead and check him out. He's younger. Don't mess with him. I'll kick you out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank all you community creators, past, present, and future. Then, now, and forever. Cannot thank you guys enough. And until we meet again, my friends, I will be back with another stream. This is the Bob, signing out. Thanks for watching, guys.